do this, we gotta get gas as usual. I swear I'm working on a plan so that I can stream without neighbors going freaking crazy, or I can open my freaking windows up on a hot day without getting freaking blasted by marijuana, music, that will get me DMCA'd, and all the other bullshit that's been happening lately. Until then, we are stuck with me doing mic things. My mic has been kind of scuffed lately. It is my laptop, not my mic, and all the other fun stuff. So we're going to have a dedicated place. I'm working on soundproofing it right now. It is going to be semi-soundproof because it's going to still have windows. Going to be in the backyard, or it's not going to be in the back of the house that faces my backyard, where literally all the noise is coming from my neighbors. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this so I can talk to you. Yeah. Well, I'm glad gas prices are under $4 now. Yeah, I am doing my best to hang in there. I mean, great things are happening. I mean, lots of really good stuff is happening, but still difficult. Okay. Well, that was relatively painless. Except for the fact that it's still expensive as hell. I'm just happy it's under $4. So we got a little bit more gas than we normally do. Almost a full tank for $50. Things I want to talk about, and I'm all jumbled and crazed, and yeah, work has really put a work has really stifled me lately. I mean it. I'm not dealing with any of it well. It's like the suspension. I did not deal with that. I did not handle that well at all. And I kind of wish I talked it out like I'm doing now. I kind of wish that. The only reason I don't wish that is because, man, does it suck to talk about. I want to be talking about happy things. Yesterday I was happy, and it just like, I mean, I was still ranting about things, but that's me ranting. There's a difference between me ranting about, things I want to see improved, and me literally having a complete and total nervous breakdown. And I think people don't see that. Or understand the difference, because they only have an on and off switch. I don't know. I don't. Do other people really have an on and off switch? They don't have, like, varying degrees of light. I mean, because my strongest friendships have strife in them. Everything has some sort of strife in it. When I meet people and we hang out and we have a good time and do this stuff, I'm usually really, really nice about things, and I usually kind of coddle the relationship, not the person, the relationship. And it's not like I do anything I don't do anything special. I just basically omit some of my darker thoughts, I guess. I don't even, that's the wrong answer. I don't reveal things. It's probably the best way to say it. I don't reveal things because those things that I reveal, when I reveal them to strangers, they usually recoil or back off, and it hinders my ability to just speak my mind. And I've been doing it so long that I do it now unconsciously. There are certainly people in my life, and it's in varying degrees. I kind of test the waters, but just because I have the thought doesn't mean that that's how I think. I mean, it's like, I think people don't see the culmination. They see the one idea. One idea does not define who I am. Or even 5 ideas don't define who I am. I'm a mess. I'm a mess of like hundreds and thousands of different ideas. That's why I don't like labels. Because any label that somebody gives me, if somebody says, "Oh, you're white," and I'm like going, "Yeah, but I have sub-Saharan African in me." Does that still make me white? I have Spanish in me. I have Latina in me. I have Latino in me. I have Ashkenazi Jew in me. I am not white. I hate Ancestry.com because Ancestry.com focuses in on my the DNA test that I did. I pretty much got all Scottish, Irish, English. That makes up like almost the entirety of who I am. And then everything else is into percentages. And you think, oh, well, that's how it is, right? And it's like, no, it's not how it is. I should be a quarter Spanish. And yet I have so little Spanish in me, it's almost it's almost sad. And that Spanish is where I get the African in it. And I have so little African in me that it doesn't even register. And the only reason I know it's there is because my mom has it. So it might not even be in me anymore. So that point of pride that I talk about is not even in there. My Native American. Which is from my grandmother's side. Doesn't even show up at all. Another piece that doesn't show up in me at all. I don't know if I gotta look up to see how much my mom got. But my grandmother was a quarter, so, and I don't know how much she had in her. Because I don't know what her DNA results were. I just know, based on, who I'm related to. It's all, that's not a really bizarre way to park. It drives, all that stuff drives me kind of crazy. And the reason I bring up my DNA and this is because I feel like as a YouTuber, VTuber, whatever you want to call me, I'm once again being labeled. And I hate it. It's like, I want to just deal with the content. I just want to deal with like what we're creating. I want to create. I'm a creative person. I need to create. It's my DNA. And I've been with this job that has basically crushed my soul for a decade. Made me feel fucking worthless, which you know what? I think that's one of the reasons if I don't say this when I talk about my job, like how it makes me feel, somebody remind me, because how this job makes me feel is 90% of what's going on with me right now. And this job makes me feel worthless. It makes me feel, I mean, I really thought I had no value to offer anymore. I used to work on movies. I used to handle millions of dollars at a time. I used to manage 30 people. I was on top of my game. I felt unstoppable then. And now I'm in this freaking dead-end job, fucking dead-end job, that's literally going to go nowhere, and they think that they're so important that they can make me feel worthless. And I tell you, and I'm whole honest engine here. I have felt completely worthless almost the entirety of this job. And I will. This is one thing I will say. When I had my orientation for this job, and they were trying to get me up to speed on how to do the job and how to work this job, one of the instructors there basically said, "You're gonna have that day. And that day is gonna be like you're gonna want to quit. And I'm gonna tell you, it's worth it. It's worth it to stick it out. Just stick it out. Just pull through, and you make it through that day, and then every day after that's going to get easier." And I had the fucking opposite. I had that day. That day came. It was like I was just like going, I don't understand the fucking thing this job is doing. And it happened really early on too in the job, and I was like, I don't understand a goddamn thing, and I literally almost walked out. It was before this job had this hold on me. Before this, I had an abusive relationship with it. It was when they were still trying to pay me money to stick it out. You know, they paid for my freaking orientation. Paid to train me, so I had value to them then, but now I have no value. They think when they need a body, that asking me to do the work actually gives me value. I'm worth nothing to them. I am worth nothing to them. And because I'm worth nothing to them, it makes me feel worthless. Back to what I was saying. I had that day. That day came. It's been every day since. Every day since I've been like struggling to pull through. And I'm like going, you know what? The next day is going to be better. The next day is going to be better. They short my paycheck. Next week, next paycheck's going to be better. They're gonna fix it. Oh, we owe you this money. They never pay me. Oh, we're gonna do this for you. They never do that for me. I've been filled with lies and lies upon lies. They've lied about their lying. And yet still, because I might have to keep this job, because I might not transfer to another job, still I protect them. I hold my end of the bargain. Still, I do that. I pretend. I pretend like there's nothing wrong. Like everything's alright. But the walls of Rome aren't crumbling around me, and you know, I literally feel like the band on the Titanic that's playing on as the freaking ship sinks. I swear to God, it's exactly how I feel. And all I want to be is not that. to do is not end up in the icy freaking waters below. That's it. I don't want to fucking play my instrument while this freaking boat sinks. But I know that's how it's going to happen. I know I'm probably going to get swept up in it. Because in their minds, I am not worth saving. Since I'm not worth saving, they might as well have the music playing. It's probably the best analogy I can talk about my job. And what does this have to do with anything? It has everything to do with it. Because I've been feeling so freaking worthless for so long, now that I'm doing, the streaming, I'm not hitting. And I've designed it, it's kind of funny because I've set myself up for this. I've set myself up so that the people who come in and stick around are the people that I want to have interaction with. The people that are looking to basically cause mayhem and trouble and, give me a hard time, I don't make it easy for them to stick around. I don't have, the bodies. And maybe that's one of the reasons why Twitter is basically taken off like gangbusters, because I kind of allow it to happen. It's kind of like my sorting pool. And when these people actually make it to a Twitch stream or watch a YouTube video, they're like, what the fuck is this? In fact, I've gotten a comment, and I love my comments. I gotten a comment saying, what the fuck is this? Yeah, it's not for you, obviously. That's what the fuck it is. These are performance, like somebody who doesn't understand what the Levi cam was for. That's just a performance piece. It really is. It's art. And I know that a lot of people don't see that. And a lot of people don't understand what's going on. And I keep wanting to say, trust me. You need to step back and see the bigger picture. Because if I have to explain it to anybody, what I'm doing, if I have to explain any of it, of what I'm doing, it's not going to have the same impact. Because what a person takes from my performance art, what a person takes from it is going to be different than what I would explain. I will taint. You'd get my influence over my art. Yeah, it's like having an artist, in a gallery, explaining to you why they painted a painting. And yeah, it's great for the freaking, school books and stuff like that. But man, it's awful for the art. It really does. It really takes the art back. When you have a personal connection to a piece, an art piece, what the artist was feeling means nothing. And I know that's what somebody was trying to do with music to me. And it's like going, oh yeah, you can interpret the music however you want to interpret. But I mean, there are real words with music. There is somebody singing with music. If you just change them, if words have double entendres and have different meanings, or you don't want to, you want to ignore the actual meaning of a word but take this meaning of the word, I totally understand that. The song might break down for you. The song might not make sense for you, but you can take what there's certain leeway for it. But to change the actual freaking words, this song means this to me. Why? Oh, because the way the music's being. What was it? There was a song, Pumped Up Kicks. Pumped Up Kicks. That's a powerful song with a very kind of catchy beat to it. Bump, but up, bump, bump. I can't repeat it. Never mind. But that's a tragic. That's awful. That's like almost a making of a villain song. And if you're like saying, oh, well, the music makes me feel this way. And it's like going, yeah, they did that on purpose. Because they wanted to normalize gun violence. Because it's been normalized in this country. And because once people, hear the lyrics and everything like that, they're like, oh, we can't hear that, listen to that song anymore. They cancel it. It's like, no, you must listen to the song. Because the song has such a powerful meaning to it. I don't understand it. Like, you can't change the lyrics. The words are the words. Yes, the words might have different meaning to you, but you still can't change the word. I think of like the song Lola. There's a good song with kind of like where you can interpret things. I mean, Lola could just be a drag queen. Lola could be a transgendered female. Lola could be a lot of things. Lola could actually be a biological woman. I mean, you can take all those things away from it. But the one thing you can't take away from it is what the words are talking about. Like, this person is picking up Lola in a bar. You can't think that this is like, they knew each other prior to it. This. Music Melody or any of the people that I used to follow before before I was a streamer. And I don't know, maybe it's because like I'm pouting that I'm not getting what I want with here on YouTube. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it always is. I'm just throwing a temper tantrum. I mean, I did get rid of 7,000 people. I mean, I was following 7,000 people on Twitch, and removing that has definitely sped up, and I'm crashing a lot less. I mean, I just had a 3-hour stream yesterday, and I could have gone on for a little bit longer, and I just kind of got tired. And I actually should have stuck it out. Should have stuck it out. And I didn't. But I should have stuck it out. Yeah, so I really just want to be with neutrals. I don't even really want to interact with people who are not my neutrals anymore. It really, I'm at that point. I don't even like when Twitter recommends people to me anymore. I don't even like it. I look at some of these people and I'm just like going, you're an awful person, and I'm glad we're not following each other. And that happens a lot. I actually surprised myself when I saw this happening. I mean, it really, I have to say, I'm very, very lucky. I'm extremely lucky, and I should always count myself fortunate that the people who are attracted to the site are people who are nicer. The people who don't follow me back are not nice people for some reason. There's just something about that. And yes, I'm lumping, there are nice people who basically it either slips their mind or they don't realize it. I mean, I am absolutely guilty of that. 100% guilty of that. some people get like kind of lost in the shuffle, and I feel extremely bad when that happens. So I totally get it. I totally get that, in the unfollow area that there are people who either think that they're following me or don't realize that they need to be following me. I don't know what it is. But I gotta stop. I have to stop turning to them to try to get them to follow me, to try to get them to realize that they should be following me. It's a friggin' complete and total waste of my time. It's like I'm begging them to do that, and it makes me crazy when they talk about people that they're following who are unresponsive, and it's like, you're doing the freaking same thing to me. You're doing the exact same thing to me. Wow, I am like really, really late today because of the gas, getting the gas. So, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing wonderfully. You're having a great time doing it, and I hope it's something that you love doing. I hope it's not like what I'm going through right now. Just having your soul sucked out of you. Because you need the money so badly, and they're just not giving it. I mean, like, it's gotten that bad. As always, I would love for you to leave a comment below. That would make my day, and I would love it so much. And thank you for those who actually do that. If you don't know what to say, just write cool beans. I don't know what you mean. All right, and as always, cool beans. All right, take care.